number of leading experts in the fields of politics, culture and art were brought together once again to discuss cultural diplomacy at the most recent annual conference on cultural diplomacy.
The cultural diplomacy is going to be an important actor in 21st century in the globalized world.
The Academy of Cultural Diplomacy has launched the project of the new type of relationship between states and nations.
It was once said to me that diplomacy is like skating on a thin ice without getting into the deep water.
Cultural diplomacy means that people come together, people work together and understand each other.
Conference's speakers analysed the impact cultural diplomacy has made in strengthening international relations and also looked to the future to assess how the role of cultural diplomacy can be developed to shape a more peaceful, modern world.
I think the role of cultural diplomacy is changing.
The dialogue will be the right things to solve any problems.
It is our mission to ease the tension between different faiths.
Always thinking about other cultures and other people's preferences and values.
The conference included panel discussions, workshops, debates, cultural events and performances, as well as social and networking activities, giving participants and cultural diplomats from all over the world the opportunity to network and learn from one another.
Cultural diplomacy can solve issues. We need to understand that while we need international agreements because we're living in a civilized world, that we need to do things together to deal with the green issues, the environmental issues, to deal with the financial issues, stability around the world.
For promoting education, health, peace and development around the world.
Today, cultural diplomacy should exist not as a Cold War type weapon or an ideological tool, but as a means to promote peace and prosperity.
With still today hundreds of millions of people on the globe who don't have the chance to exercise even the most basic rights from that declaration.
Women's participation in peace negotiations should be encouraged, and it is important to see women as actors and not victims.
Protect the heritage, the world heritage, or the whatever culture heritage, intangible or tangible, of the country.
The annual conference on cultural diplomacy not only focused upon the academic and political sphere of diplomacy, but also explored the role of music and arts as a means to achieve cultural diplomacy.
For young people, it gives them the opportunity to experience conferences and diplomatic work.
We can enjoy culture as well, and you can use that part, the love, the time we enjoy, to get diplomacy done, to get things through, to get world peace.
Culture is more, it's a much wider sense, and that's what we as artists, I think, understand.
As part of the ICD's conference, Lifetime Achievement Awards were given for contributions to the field of cultural diplomacy. Politicians, artists, spiritual leaders and musicians were amongst those awarded with certificates of excellence for their significant contributions to cultural diplomacy and their services to the promotion of global peace. The annual advisory board meeting was also held during the annual conference. The meeting focused upon the future of the ICD and how the ICD can continue to promote peace and cross-continental cooperation through cultural diplomacy.